A blindfold, Mom? Really?
Happy graduation, sweetie!
I can't believe you.
Should we tell him?
No, let him tire out first.
When I first heard of the Chevy Route-66 Super Bowl competition, I was really intrigued. They ran a script contest back in August, and I was lucky enough to get third place in it for a completely different idea. But since then, I was just kind of following MOFILM and updates of what was going to happen with the Super Bowl, and I kind of veered totally away from my original idea and made something new. But I was really hoping to have an opportunity like this, and here I am, humbled and grateful to Chevy and MOFILM that they would pick me. She sent me her reel and I checked it out and I said, yeah, she's awesome. She kind of could look like Brett Stiddell's mother.
I looked Zach up online and checked out his work, and I said, when I saw some of the other commercials he had done, I was like, I definitely want to work with Zach. So that's when I emailed him, and then he told me a little more about the project, that it was a contest. Not for the Super Bowl. Like, when we did this, we didn't think anything about Super Bowl. That came up later.
So he sends me the script of this, and I'm like, this is hilarious. We have to do this. And he's just like, yeah, no, I'm thinking maybe Brett for the lead. I'm like, yeah, definitely. And so we're just going back and forth about this. And now to look back at that email exchange, I'm like, that's really funny, because at the time it was just this really funny script, and then now Super Bowl.
Showed up, he said, hey man, can you be really, really excited? It's a little spot for Chevy. You just got to be excited about this car. So I was like, of course. It was awesome, man.
A blindfold, Mom? Really? Is this necessary?
Happy graduation, sweetie!
I can't believe you got me this car! Amazing! Status update. Best day of my life! I'm calling Grandma. Grandma.
Should we tell him that?
No, let him tire out first.
Jogger! Check out my sweet ride! How can you jog when you can drive?
Not yet. He's losing steam. Just let it run its course.
Marry me right now!
So marrying you right
Oh,
now.
we're getting married!
This is the best day of my life!
Hey, Steve.
Best gift ever!
Love the car.
Best gift ever! Woo! Best gift ever! Yes! Best gift ever! Love you guys so much! Best thing ever! Hey! Mr. Johnson just stole my car!
Happy Grad, it stems from my own experience with my father. He was a New York City police officer. He bought us all our first cars. I had 3 other siblings, a brother and 2 sisters, and he worked really hard for that, my mother too. And they were used cars. They meant the world to us though, and I'm actually more grateful that we got used cars, because it almost means more, it showed how hard he worked and how he could provide for us no matter what anyway. But I was thinking about, I was looking at the Chevy lineup of cars, especially the Camaro. I've always had a thing for, the Camaro, the Chevelle, the old Corvettes, the throwbacks. And I looked at the new model and I was like, wow, it's a really nice car. What would happen if I actually got that? So it kind of stemmed from there. And it's almost a little satire too about my generation, the generation below me, of, texting, status updates, the best anything ever, everyone's always like, best something ever, so it's a little tongue-in-cheek, and it's a lot of fun too, so. Thinking about my commercial being a Super Bowl commercial is insane, really. It's almost absurd. Sometimes I just think about it and I just laugh a little bit, because it really doesn't make any sense to me. It's the stage, the opportunity for myself, for the cast and crew, all the wonderful actors. I mean, to really think about their beautiful, talented faces, 110 million homes, it's really invaluable to them, to me, for our career.
Airing during the Super Bowl, there's nothing
There's nothing better than it. There's nothing that possibly could top it. And I just think like we all came together, you know, to make a spec commercial for Chevy, and here we are.
My dream is that the day following the Super Bowl Monday, everybody in America is going to be yelling, "Best gift ever!" That's my dream. I think it could happen. So.
It was pretty clear. There were a lot of really good commercials. There were 40 that kind of stood out, and then there was the one, Zach's, that really stood out and kind of fit the Super Bowl. A lot of energy, talking about the passion somebody has about winning a car or getting a car for graduation. So it was a very exciting commercial, and it fits the Super Bowl really well. And with the yellow car in the background, it just really popped. And so for us, that one just kind of easily won, and that was the kind of comments we were getting back from people who went on the Route 66 to check it out. With Zach, you know, with Happy Grad, here's a guy who, you know, is the true underdog, 26-year-old, trying to break into the business, and that's exactly what we were hoping for through MOFILMs, giving these kinds of people an opportunity to get a commercial, I mean, the biggest carrot of all, get it into the Super Bowl.
Probably your face.